His Excellency Governor John Duncan has described the June 8th general election in the Virgin Islands as passionate and hard-fought but peaceful. Addressing the large gathering of residents from across the territory, Governor Duncan noted some concerns expressed by the Election Observer Mission based on the views expressed by the BVI electorate. Among those concerns is the cumbersome election process.
The mantle of government has now been passed to the Honourable Premier, Dr. Orlando Smith, OBE, and his team. And I offer my own sincere congratulations to Dr. Smith and his team for this significant victory at the polls. We should heed the mission's advice that further improvements are needed, quote, to streamline the cumbersome, often voting and counting procedures, as well as to address the deficiencies in regulatory framework, particularly in relation to the registration of political parties and campaign financing, unquote. I also note from the mission's report that many members of the public voice concerns about, quote, the campaign having too much inflammatory and defamatory rhetoric, rather than positive discussion of the major political issues, unquote. And voters also express concern about, quote, online coverage of the campaign being used to incite and fan the flames of the electorate, unquote. These are the comments of the voting public, and I am sure that all political parties and editors of local media will take heed. However, I am very pleased to note that the Observer Mission concluded that, quote, the Virgin Islands 2015 election was genuine, vibrant, and competitive, unquote. And that the election, quote, met the key international standards. This is as it should be.
The Observer Mission monitored the June 8th election through the auspices of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, responsible for the BVI and Mediterranean region. The governor congratulated the successful candidates in the 2015 election. He also said he will work with both government and opposition, noting the need for improved transparency in governance.
Government is indeed one of partnership. In a territory such as our own, between the governor, the government of the day, the elected representatives, and the public service. Each of us has our role to play and our duties to fulfill. The challenges ahead of us, be they economic, social, or political, will require us always to put the interests of the territory and the communities who have made it their home at the top of our agenda. Dr. Smith has set out an ambitious yet realistic and practical vision for the future of the Virgin Islands, and he has received the backing of its people. To achieve this vision will require us to work together in partnership, to be transparent and open about the decisions we take and the reasons for them. Open government is the foundation stone of modern democracy. The time for backroom deals and opaque decisions is well past, particularly in this 21st century age of social and online media. And a number of territories are now ahead of us in this agenda. All of us in the service of the public, whether we are elected or appointed, are accountable to the people of this territory and the trust that they have placed in their leaders today.
Governor Duncan also presided over the oath and affirmation of the 5 ministers of government, beginning with Premier Dr. Orlando Smith.
I, Dr. D. Orlando Smith, do affirm that I will well and truly serve Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and the people of the Virgin Islands in the office of Premier.
I, Dr. Kedrick Pickering, do affirm that I will well and truly serve Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and the people of the Virgin Islands in the office of Deputy Premier.
I, Ronald W. Skelton, do affirm that I will well and truly serve Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and the people of the Virgin Islands in the office of Minister.
I, Mark Vanderpool, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to law. So help me God.
I, Myron V. Walwyn, do swear that I will and truly serve Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and the people of the Virgin Islands in the office of Minister. So help me God.
Governor Duncan commended the Office of the Supervisor of Elections and other agencies that were involved in the 2015 election.